What's up, folks? Yeah, we're a few minutes behind. We're just a few minutes behind. And I can't explain why. I can't explain why. I was talking with the wife. We were going over our schedule for this week. Some of you may or may not know it, but I do have a range day that's coming up where I will be traveling this weekend. So that's what we were discussing and kind of lost track of time just a little bit. It happens to the best of us. It does happen to the best of us because it definitely happened to me. Let's take a look. Let's see who we have in the chat tonight. Tonight we are streaming on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So if you're consuming this content on YouTube, please make sure that you drop a comment so that way I know where you're watching from and I know who to talk to and how to talk to you. But the main line of effort, obviously, is Twitch. I think Twitch, we had a lot of people that didn't re-up their subscriptions, so we're sitting at 62 subs right now. We're sitting at 62 subs, which is phenomenal. The bearded. All right, let's do a quick roll call. We're going to do our Twitch roll call. Let's see. Snowox is here. Roto Rick is here. B is here. Nightbot is here. Mrs. Farmer Joe is here. She is in the garden. She's doing stuff in the garden, getting ready because it's that time of year. And, of course, our friend, the bearded idiot, who listen, how do I get compared to LeVar Ball, Michael B. Jordan, and King Batch? A few minutes behind because you were practicing those black backflips, though. Good Lord. Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, I got LeVar Ball very early on in my streaming career, as it were. And for whatever reason, if you type in the chat, !ball, I think it is, then it'll come up with the response. Tell that chat that y'all don't look alike. I don't think we look alike. Yep, there it is. Oh, it's LB. It's !LB. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Snowox is here. My good buddy, Snowox. Shout out to Snowox. I don't know. See, I don't know that I've really bookmarked anything. I did a few posts. I did some posts on X. I churched them up. Had to church them up for Instagram because, you know, Instagram, you can't really, certain things you can and can't show. Mr. Jordan, your vampire movie is dope. Oh my gosh. Michael B. Jordan came up yesterday. That came up. I think that was yesterday that it came up. Someone that was new here made that assertion, and I don't know. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh wait. Since Mrs. Farmer Joe is here, shout out to everyone from Vidor, Texas. Sinners was trash. All right, that's enough of that. Let's go straight to X. I don't know if I bookmarked anything that was... Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah. I got some stuff in here for us to talk about. So, all right. Stick around. Let's get the green screen set up, and then we'll dive right into it. Give me 1 second. Oh, I don't like that. Snowox just put in the chat that he has goodies for the stream. What that means is that we will have to suffer. We will have to suffer because that's what Snowox does. Let's see. Are you going to sell Vidor shirts? No, I'm not. I'm not selling Vidor shirts. Now, the Blue Bearing Solutions, this is the Shoot House shirt. I'll show you the back of it. It's a cross, but it's also the Shoot House. These shirts are on sale. You've got to go to I don't know what the website is, but you can go to Instagram or the YouTube channel, and it's got all the links there. So, all right, let's take a look. Let's see what this young lady has to say. Now, this is a story. It's all too common. Let's see. Kentucky family rejects $26 million to convert part of their farm into a data center, despite the offer being about 10 times the going rate for farmland in the area. Go ahead, put illiterate in the chat. If it's my way, I'll stay and hold on and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything. As long as I'm on this land and as long as it's feeding me, as long as it's taking care of me, there's nothing that can destroy me if I've got this land. Powerful words. Let's take a look.
If it's my way, I'll stay and hold and feed a nation. 26 million doesn't mean anything.
Some people might find it hard to understand how Delcia Bear can turn away a $26 million offer to buy some of her land until you spend a little time with her walking the dirt road she grew up on and in the house her daddy built.
My grandfather and great-grandfather and a whole bunch of family is all...
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Mr. Creamy. Come on over. Come on over. You sub, I hug. That's sub love, and that's real. Shout out to Mr. Creamy with the sub. Gosh, man, you know, it's been a while since I've caught one of your streams. It's definitely been a while since we've played Ark together, because that was my first foray into gaming with people that I've met through Twitch. But, dude, I love having you here, man. Thank you so much for being here. I hope your day is going well. Hope your week has gone well. And honestly, I'm looking forward to this weekend because I'm hoping your weekend goes well. Hoping your weekend goes well. The fact that Rusty and me are the only Vidorians that know about this is wild. Well, tell the Vidorians. Tell the other Vidorians. You got to tell them. You got to spread the word. Actually, I have a screenshot to send you from last night's stream, even though I know, no thanks. Yeah, probably not a good look. Probably not a good look. I'm going to send you this screenshot from last night's stream. I'm going to put it in our group chat. Dude, I had to explain that to somebody. I had to explain Vider to somebody. And I was like, I don't know how to explain it. Just Google it. And of course, they go straight to Wikipedia. And do you want to know what Wikipedia says about Vider, Texas? One, it's a bedroom community because people commute outward to go, to work and everything else. But also it says that it was once upon a time a sundown town, or is considered to be still a sundown town, and how the KKK held rallies or riots saying that we still want to be a sundown town. We still want to be a sundown town. It is what it is. Shout out to Vider, Texas. All right, let's get back to this. So this is a common story. You get these tech companies that want to inflate the land. They want to buy it. They want to build their data centers. They're doing it here in Virginia, and these people aren't having it. They're not having it.
Paid taxes on it, fed a nation off of it, even raised wheat through the Depression and kept the bread lines up. All
right, I have to get out in front of this. Not better community. Bedroom community. Bedroom community means people come home to sleep, but then they commute. They don't necessarily work within that community. Not better community. I remember the KKK being there when I was a senior in high school. Thing was, they came from Cleveland. They didn't come from Cleveland. They came straight from Vider. They come straight from around the corner. It was your neighbors, your friends, I don't want to say. I'm not gonna say family. I'm not gonna say family, but yeah. All right, let's get back. I have ADD. Well, you know that you guys think I have ADD. I don't actually have it. But we've seen this a bunch of times. Better or bedroom, same mater? Not quite, but I understand what you're saying. And I respect that. Thank you. But these data centers, they want to move in. Now, I don't know if someone said, hey, Mr. Kingsley, I will give you $26 million for your property. I'm out the door. $26 million? Even if I get half of that, even if I get taxed and I only get half of that, I'm set. I'm going to retire. I'm going to build a house. I'm going to buy land. Well, I guess not in that order. I'm going to eliminate all of my debt. And then I'm going to have enough to live off of for the next 70 years. Lord willing, I live that long. No second guessing.
The United States of America, when people didn't have anything else.
Delcia is one of dozens of landowners approached by an anonymous buyer, one of the major players in artificial intelligence, likely Google or Meta or Amazon, to purchase their land. The market value for land in Mason County is about $6,000 an acre.
I find it funny that they won't say which tech company definitively. They won't actually say which tech company it is. They won't say, oh, it's Meta. Meta wants to move in. And why are they paying so much for the land that they're going to destroy? That they're going to ruin? Putting nitrates in the water? Are you kidding me? Why are they offering such a robust amount?
The realtor that came to her door last April offered her and her mother about 10 times that.
They call us old stupid farmers, but we're not. We know whenever our food is disappearing, our lands are disappearing, and we don't have any water. And poison, we know we've had it.
Delcia's mom, Ida Huddleston, is now 82 years old. She says she does not need the money or the hassle.
Where are the men? Where are the men of this farm? Where are the dudes? Is it just those two standing up against big tech? Because I guarantee you, big tech all died from long, arduous day in the dirt. and the sun. I guarantee you big tech will wiggle their way in to the county commissioner, the board of supervisors, whoever it is, and there will absolutely be eminent domain, and they will sneaky snake their way into it. Don't ask me how I know, because I don't. I drove past some farmland today that was covered in solar panels. Good Lord, they're poison.
She was born on this land, and she plans to die here, and she certainly does not trust the promises made by the AI companies or the people who want them to build here.
So what do you say to the people who are in town that say, hey, this is going to bring jobs, this is going to bring economic prosperity?
I say they're a liar and the truth ain't in them. That's what I say. It's a scam.
For Delcia, scam or not, she says
They're a
she's
liar.
connected to her home like Scarlett O'Hara was in Gone with the Wind.
As long as she was attached to that land, her spirit never would die. And that's
This land is ours. We ain't going nowhere. Anyone play Resident Evil instead of Amgen? It's tech. It's true. Pritzker's 22. Oh! Okay, yeah, so there was a response. Sheridan Gorman's murder is a tragedy, and the person responsible must be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. My deepest condolences to the family, friends, and Loyola University community grieving this devastating loss. May her memory be a blessing. N Wokeness says, the person responsible was an illegal with a criminal record that you were hiding from ICE. First comment, and then I think I did. Okay, this was a bookmark response. Pritzker's 2021 Trust Act buried Jose Medina's. You can put illiterate in the chat. I'm going to start that again. We'll get a little mulligan going. Pritzker's 2021 Trust Act buried Jose Medina's 2023 priors, ignored ICE's March detainer, and now Sheridan's got a permanent sunset. Same Democratic playbook as shielding that Ohio Guatemalan for 32 assaults. Hilarious script until it's your neighborhood. That's insane. That's insane. They're a sanctuary city. They cut off ties with ICE. So there was no ICE detainer, and now now they're saying, "Oh, it's such a tragedy." No, Pritzker's right that it is a tragedy. It is a tragedy, but it's 100% avoidable. It's 100% avoidable. Someone is here illegally. They commit crimes in 2023. See ya. And then we saw the alderman last night. The alderman being the position, it was a woman, but the alderman saying last night, "Oh, they might have startled him." Startled him? That was a Tucker Carlson thing right there. Startled? Well, what does this mean? What could you be saying? Sorry, that's a very bad Tucker Carlson impression, but I've been watching a lot of Tucker lately. Well, if it isn't Mr. I stream every day, it is me. It is me. I am here, and it is... Tomorrow's gonna... It might be a short stream or an early stream, but we'll see. We'll see. Either. Look at that. We're caught up on the bookmarks. Let's go to our actual profile. Let me see. I did share this. This is a clip from last night's stream. It's not doing well. I did share this. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is on YouTube. But
you are the owner-operator of Combat Solutions Group Industries, and I feel like you're directly attacking me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? It froze. Why did it freeze? I'll just play it here.
Google Combat Solutions Group Industries. You'll see that it was a thing before Blue Bearing Solutions. So now the turntables, and you're attacking me.
The tables have turned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be $7, please.
Okay. So I don't view anyone as competition in this space, like period. Because for one, there's enough.
Good, because neither do I.
Good.
Just so you know.
But I do know that there is enough work for all of us to do, but no one can do what we do. You know
not only do I not have any competition, Kyle, but I don't have any peers either.
That's an absolute
so drop
bar.
that down.
Is that because you don't have any friends, or is it
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
your mantra at CSGI is to go to work and punch out, right? Which, can you break that down for us, like what that means to you in your own words?
Okay. I got to stop you right there, okay?
Why?
It's punch out and go to work.
That's what I
And
said.
no, listen
That's
to
what I
me,
said.
please. I need you. Look.
That's what I said.
Look,
Dude.
look. 2 ears, 1 mouth. All right. Let them ears cancel that mouth
can't
out.
hear in
Let
this
them
one
ears.
ear.
Let them ears cancel that mouth out. I need you to listen.
Okay.
It's punch out and go to work. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
In
said.
that order. That's not what you
That's
said.
what I said.
Starship, run it back. What did
Go
you
to
say?
work and punch out.
Can we move past the punch out? Go to work.
And I'm
Let's
looking
do that
forward
for now.
to spending some time on the range. You know, learning how to go to work.
You know, it's
Punch out.
professionalism with tutelage, and you know, I'm a firm believer in
Knowledge transfer.
knowledge transfer.
Yep.
It's a big part of what I do, and I'm looking forward to teaching you a thing or two.
Genius. Make sure you check out the Black and Blue podcast. It is my favorite podcast. Oh, Bree's here. Bree's here.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop, 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 chop down. Take chop down to Chinatown. I want to be ninja.
Welcome, Bree. Welcome to the chat. But as I was saying, make sure you guys check out the Black and Blue podcast. As you know, it is an absolute riot. I have a great time every time. And I found that I did acquire a new follower, someone who I've kind of known in passing for the last few years. Street Bike Tommy. Street Bike Tommy followed us last night. He was actually gaming Arc Raiders, and I don't want to say he's new to the game, but he only had $11,000. And so he was looking for the rusted gear on Buried City, and I'm like, dude, go to space travel, and then go to the hospital, and then possibly the apartments, maybe Plaza Roma. Dude, I'm throwing out map names like crazy. And he was like, dude, how do you know this much? I was like, I've got almost 1,000 hours in this game, and I'm still not good at it. All right, bookmarking your own clips is kind of narcissistic. This isn't a bookmark. So if you were following the stream, you would see that I went from the bookmarks to my actual page to show what I'm sharing. So I am sharing clips. This clip, however, does not belong to me. This clip belongs to Black and Blue Podcast, and I'm sharing it to promote the word for the podcast that I co-host. Also, this clip here, so as a streamer, I make clips to put out there for people who don't follow me, because as you see, I have 13,000 followers on X. I don't have that on Twitch. So what I do is I share the videos, I share everything that I can to bring people in, so that way people can join the chat. That way people can consume the podcast. And ultimately, that's how you make it successful. I know not everybody does content, but generally what I do, and I know I'm going on a tangent, but I don't care. Generally what I do is after I stream, I download the stream immediately, I watch the entire stream back, and then I make note of a few clips that I can make. So right now, in my stream folder, I have last night's stream. I've made a bunch of clips. I made a bunch of things that I can share to different platforms in order to bring more people here. So that's kind of the goal behind it. And as a content creator, someone who is a one-man show, as far as King Picks Media, I am just trying to spread the word. I'm trying to get to a point where I can make a little bit of money off of this and make it worth my time. So I know she didn't. I did clip it. I do have a Vider clip, but I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it. So we'll see. What did Snowhawk say? Homeboy's earning his name. That's true. Listen to the episode. Thank you, B. Why does it seem like you don't want to see what I posted? I'm just avoiding it. We're just taking a look. That's a clip from last night. So see how that is formatted? That is an X clip. So I share it differently on Instagram than I do on X, because on Instagram, I actually blur out the guns. All right, we're caught up. All right, well, here we go. Let's go straight into stream discussion. Let's get all caught up. Let's see what Snowhawks has for us today and see if we can make it an hour. Keep in mind, like I said, I am streaming on YouTube. Let me show you guys this. I do have this snack caddy. You can carry your snacks in here. You can put a little granola bar, candy bar in here. I do have this snack caddy. We are doing a giveaway. Okay, we are doing a giveaway, and it's coming up. It's right around the corner. The 5th, April 5th, once I determine that someone has not only followed me and subscribed, but now I've got to have them present in 5 chats and 5 different streams on 5 different dates, and they will be eligible to win this. I'm going to put the names on a wheel. We'll do a random drawing, and whoever gets it gets. Now I'll show you mine. I have another one over here. This is my snack holder. I've got the woodland camo. They actually, my buddy over at Safariland sent me this, and something's loose. Oh, here it is. See, good thing I checked. I thought the retention was kind of changing up on me. But I actually ran this for an entire CQB mindset or protector mindset course with Kyle Morgan and Blue Bearing Solutions. and it holds up. It gets the job done. At the incog, yes, that is the incog. All right, without further delay, of course it opens in this window over here. It's now been 2 years since the Key Bridge fell in Baltimore. They're still rebuilding it. They're still rebuilding it. I did not know that. 2 years. Yes, this one is for a Glock 19 with a Surefire X300. I'm partial on whether I'm going to give away a Surefire X300, but I think once I hit, I'm at 62 subs. I think once I hit 200 subs, then I'll probably start giving away bigger items like that. But we'll see. That's crazy. It's been 2 years, and there's nothing. Insane. I don't have any words for that. 2 years. China is actively mapping the ocean floor as part of broader preparations for potential submarine. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Submarines? We're not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. Saudi Crown Prince reportedly pushing Trump to continue the operation against Iran, calling it a historic opportunity to remake the Middle East. Why are we so concerned? Like, okay. We know what's going on in Iran. At this point, the e-files drop within however long. We're in Iran doing some stuff. Now they're mobilizing. Let's see. Don't own a 19. Don't let me win. Now we're mobilizing the 82nd. These brave young men and women are getting ready to go. And I don't know if they're planning on conducting airborne operations, but it's public knowledge now. And it's like, are we going to get roped into another 20 years? Because I kind of felt like, man, closing in on retirement. I'm not injury free. I'm not injury free. But now here we are on the brink of another thing. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. What is this, a Ted Cruz clip? Yay. All right, I'm just going to watch it. I'm not even going to read because I'm tired of reading to y'all.
Thank you very much, Senator Cruz, for convening this hearing. It's an important topic. Well, about a half century ago, President Nixon resigned. He did so under pressure on the basis of public outrage that stemmed from a break-in at DNC headquarters. It's an act of lawfare, you might say, or maybe better said, political espionage. Today, the media and my Democrat colleagues have fallen conspicuously silent when confronted with a scandal that in some ways is of much larger proportions because it involves the official law enforcement apparatus of the U.S. government in a much more direct way than that one did. President Biden's systematic weaponization of the Department of Justice and federal law enforcement against his political opponents is a development of staggering proportions. And by development, I mean scandal. Just like the Watergate break-in, Arctic frost was ultimately an attempt to sway the results of a presidential election. But this comparison may...
You know what else is an attempt to sway the results of a presidential election? Having a bunch of foreigners vote several times. A bunch of non-citizens vote several times. I'm just saying. Sorry.
Even be unfair to President Nixon, who never attempted to quash dissent by putting the opposition candidate in prison for trumped-up charges. Now, thankfully, the Biden administration failed in that misguided effort. President Trump was elected by the people to become the 47th president of the United States. But we have to ensure that this kind of lawfare can't occur again. Mr. Chamberlain, I'd like to start with you. Your testimony focuses, among other things, on
Hold on, B. So, yes, we talked about that. I don't know if it was a stream you missed, but we talked about that. They took like a small snippet of a quote, and I mean the redistricting. And I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I don't mind because I'm not too far off track. The redistricting is something we can trace all the way back to 2008. I don't know if you remember a young man by the name of Barack Hussein Obama. He was elected as a senator because of redistricting. Once it was redistricted, he became a senator. Think about it. I don't know how long he was in law, but from the time he became a senator to the time he became president was a very short time, relatively. especially considering Joe Biden was in office almost 30 years before even being considered for vice president. And Joe Biden had an unsuccessful presidential run very early on. But guess what? He was caught lying. He was caught lying. Go figure. Go figure. So it's the whole redistricting thing, like, especially for places that are historically bipartisan. Virginia is majority red. I'll just say that. It's the people were it's majority red. However, you got these small pockets that influence the bigger picture. And now they want to make those small pockets the majority. They're connecting everything to Northern Virginia, to Richmond, to Virginia Beach. They're connecting larger regions that are not as densely populated to these larger regions, and they're essentially canceling out a ton of red votes. Virginia's historically, like I said, it's been a very bipartisan districting map. Probably one of the most bipartisan in the country. And here we are. Here we are. All right.
FBI recording of a 2023 phone call between Susie Wiles, who was at the time managing President Trump's presidential campaign, and her lawyer. Now, according to the FBI, the lawyer was aware of the recording, but isn't it true that the lawyer denied that he had ever consented to that arrangement?
That's true. That was widely reported.
And if, in fact, the lawyer did not consent, your testimony today is that this would have been and was an illegal wiretap by the FBI in the absence of her lawyer's consent with the FBI.
That's correct.
And the FBI.
This is a lot like watching the popular kids in school have beef with one another. You got one group of popular kids and another group of popular kids, and somebody doesn't like someone else. Meanwhile, I'm trying to graduate, and I'm thinking to myself, what does this have to do with me? What does this have to do with me? However, them arguing on the federal level, as far as presidential campaigns and everything else, it affects the American people because guess what's paying for it? Our tax dollars. So if the popular kids are arguing, they're upset that we've got chicken patties and pizza for lunch, and they want, I don't know, tofu, then that does impact me. So now I'm invested in this, and I'm invested because it sucks. I like chicken patties. I like pizza. I don't want tofu for lunch. And I'm watching these kids argue, thinking like, gosh, I can't wait to get out of here. It's definitely going to change when I grow up and go to college. No, it doesn't, because you go to college and it's the same thing. You graduate college, you start your career, it's the same thing. It's politicians arguing back and forth because they don't like each other. And you're the one paying them. Your taxes, your hard-earned money, and you're getting screwed over by redistricting maps, by 50-plus proposed taxes here in Virginia. I mean, it never stops. It never stops.
Designated this as a prohibited file to
gets
prevent
worse.
anyone from finding out about it.
That seems to be correct, yes.
Okay, so they did something they weren't supposed to do, then they designated it as a prohibited file to cover it up. Now, in general, should the president be able to direct the FBI to spy on the campaign of his political opponent?
Absolutely not.
And isn't listening to a private conversation between a presidential campaign manager and her lawyer in many ways much more serious as an abuse of government power than an attempted wiretap of the DNC headquarters in Watergate?
Correct, because there's two interests being invaded. First, it's just the wiretap generally, but then it's doubly invasive because.
All right, we're not going to watch that whole thing. It just, gosh, it's getting rough out here. It's getting rough out here. It's heating up in the Middle East. Saudi obviously wants us to keep going. I mean, all right, Carrie2K says, almost all the New England states are the same. The cities dictate the whole state. I know, my brother lives in New England. B says, vote local. Bearded idiot, in taxes. I agree. Those freaking rabbits can eat salad and shut their mouths. And to think I'm moving to VA. Ooh, moving from New England to VA. Hey, brother, welcome to California 2.0. Welcome to California 2.0. Don't bring your guns here. Actually, you guys can't have Gen 5 Glocks. You've got to have it's got to be Gen 3 or earlier for you guys to carry Glocks, and you have those mag restrictions. You can get a Glock here for now, but July 1, watch out. Watch out. Oh, here we go. We have a large I have Glocks. Ooh, so do I. I would show you, but I'm streaming on YouTube.
My choice! My choice!
Look at this person. Look at this young man's face. What choice is he talking about? Your choice? Your choice? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting all amped up. BB Dub alert. What's up, DT?
My choice!
Last eyes. Last eyes. Last eyes. Last eyes.
My choice!
Usual suspect. This is an awful. Why are people so against any other form of contraceptive outside of abortion? Oh, it's my choice. I saw a clip of Michael B. Jordan, North Carolina, not too bad. Come on down. I'm from VA. I saw a clip of Michael B. Jordan, and he was talking about the government and saying that that's a good one. That's a good one, DT. That's an awful XXL. That's a good one. That's the joke. Listen, I make the jokes here, but you got one. You got one. It's a clip of Michael B. Jordan talking about, if this young couple, if they find themselves with child, then who's going to take care of the child? If it's illegal to terminate. And I'm like, there's other ways. There's ways to not wreak the accountability of your decisions. There's ways to not have to deal with the accountability of doing something if you just decide not to do it or to do it differently. We're completely eliminating accountability from this. That's what's at stake here. Accountability is at stake because no one's being held accountable for buffoonery. And this lady is very upset about that. Your choice. Then again, she doesn't look like the kind of lady that actually has to make that choice, but it is what it is. Imagine fighting as hard as you can while U.S. troops fight you like this. This is actually really cool. Little steel rain on him. This is cool. I want to see the splash. I want to see the targets being eliminated. That multiple human beings. Okay, that's how it starts. That multiple human beings are this stupid, permitted to move freely throughout society is insane to me. If obviously they saw these washer machines and they got the idea, hey, we could do this. What about this washer machine makes you think that you could stick that in there? That's what she said. This is why we are the best military in the world. Agreed. I can save her. No one can save her. No one can save her. They are, by definition, restarted. They are restarting the process. They are restarted. And no one can help. This is... Oh, I did see this. The Alan Richardson thing. So, that's him on the motorcycle. First of all, I've never understood why people get so fired up about loud vehicles. I've never understood that. I have a quick cop story for you. Kind of a cop story because I wasn't involved with this. There were these young kids that were riding dirt bikes around a neighborhood. They're just riding around. I don't know if they had just bought them or if they were testing them out. A federal agent calls the police and then comes outside and attempts to stop them on his own. And he tries to get in front of them and tries to pretty much essentially doing something that's very dangerous and trying to hurt them. So they go back and they get the rest of their people, then they come back. Well, wouldn't you know it, the federal agent that called is in the street and these people show up and there's a scuffle that ensues. There's a scuffle that ensues where this federal agent draws his weapon, discharging at least one round, striking a bystander. Striking someone who's not even involved in the fracas. Someone who was indeed trying to break it up. And that older guy, I think it was in his 60s, he was struck by that round from that federal officer who could not stand to hear dirt bikes. And do you want to know what happened? That elderly guy that was struck by that round later died. So now there's a federal agent who's so torn up about the sound of dirt bikes in his neighborhood, and also he refused to mind his own business, and now an innocent person is dead. Now, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of what ended up happening with that person, because there were charges, and there was a lot that came out about that. I hear loud cars especially in this time of year, springtime, I hear loud cars. Guess what? Uh-oh, phone's ringing. Oh, geez. It's about this weekend. Oh. Hey, listen, dude. If you're watching, I'm streaming right now. But yes, I'll be there. I'll be there. It's just insane to me. I hear loud cars all the time. I've been in my yard shooting content for Instagram, which is what I do sometimes, quite often actually. And I've had to delete footage because there are cars going by, there are motorcycles going by, people are playing loud music, there's mufflers. Guess what? You bought it. Have fun. Have fun. Now, yeah, it's upsetting and it's frustrating, but guess what? I'm not leaving my yard, and I'm definitely not calling the sheriff's office. Are you kidding me? It's insane. Let's see. All this country does anymore is make drugs for the disease of zero responsibilities. Too fat, take Ozempic. Too promiscuous, get an abortion. Can't keep things out of the back door, take PrEP. A Fed doing illegal things? No. Well, it happened. It happens. Have you seen cops feds shoot? A bystander being hit isn't surprising. I have seen some feds shoot. Some feds are really good. Some, not so much. Not so much. Yeah, I'd have kept going. I'd have kept going. I'd have leaned that bike to the side and just kept going. How dare you, sir? How dare you step in front of the audacity? Cut the cat off a 94 Saturn SL1 and terrorize the whole block. Please don't. Listen, you couldn't survive a push and you're going to stand in front of a motorcycle? You're crazy. You're crazy. And once I've crashed my motorcycle, no matter what I've spent on it, oh, we're going to have a conversation. And it's going to probably look a lot like this. He's got a British accent. He's got a British accent. Oh my gosh. Not surprised. Why is that always people's argument? What about the children? There's kids here. Keep them kids out the street. Keep the children out of the street. Everyone wants to call the police. Let's raise the max age to 42. Not surprised. Not surprised. All right, we're not going to watch all that. You did see, I don't know if you saw it or not, but he did end up having some intense exchange with that guy. And that's exactly what I would expect. We're not banning Snow from the chat. Delta suspends its special desk service for members of Congress until the Democrat shutdown of DHS is over. Due to the impact on resources from long-standing government shutdown, Delta will temporarily suspend specialty services to members of Congress flying Delta. They should suspend Congress's paychecks. Congress's paychecks, whenever there's a shutdown and hardworking people aren't getting paid, oh, good Lord, dude. They're blowing up my phone right now. Oh. Buzz, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome to the nonsense and the buffoonery. Are you watching on YouTube or is this Twitch? Did you download Twitch? I know you didn't download Twitch. Buzz is in the chat. Yeah, Snow, Buzz is here. He literally just sent me a screenshot and it says watching you. Yeah, he's watching on Twitch. Watching on Vaughn Live. Not quite. Drop something in the chat. Look, I see you have yet to click that follow button. I'm in a different time zone. Lost track of time. My bad. I know that, furry man. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend Buzz is here. Welcome, Buzz. Tell the kids, tell the wife I said hello. Tell the dog I said what's up. I do need to give you a call. I will. Unfortunately, today was filled with buffoonery, which I can't talk about. I can't talk about. Buzz ate less cookies than King. Whoa. First of all, we ate the same amount of cookies. We ate the same amount of delicious chocolate chip cookies. Not a real friend. No, he actually is. He's an IRL friend. There's IRL friends, then there's internet friends. He is an IRL friend, and he has been for a few years. Yeah, he's an IRL friend, and not just my friend, but he's the kind of friend that when my youngest kid sees him, she says, "Oh, there's Mr. Buzz. That's Mr. Buzz." When my wife sees him, "Oh, I saw Buzz today." When the dog sees him, well, you know, he just barks a little bit. Live from JFK Airport. What would we do without these men? I want you to look at this absolute unit. Farva. Looks like a young Farmer Joe. Not quite. Young Farmer Joe is taller and more muscular than that guy. Taller and more muscular than that guy. I don't know. If I look like that, I completely go into Farva. You should. Bro, just grow the mustache now. Just do that. You could pull that off. Oh, this page doesn't exist. Is this has been deleted? Did you put some deleted media in here? The FCC added all foreign-made Wi-Fi routers to its banned list for national security reasons. Why can't I pull that up? I look stupid with a stash. You don't try hard enough, Snow. Oh, Max says you look stupid anyway. Jeez, well that post has been deleted. Here we have we got some Caleb Hammer. Maybe if you open one more tab, it would open up. No, that's not the case. That's not the case.
How long have you guys been together?
We were together for 4 years.
Look at this couple. Look at this couple. I don't trust them. The man can't close. I can close tabs, but listen, if I'm sitting here focusing on closing tabs and not focusing on the actual content, the value that I'm giving to you, the consumer, then, well, I wouldn't be. If I took my time and had the dead space to close tabs, it would not be anywhere near as entertaining. And that's me assuming, probably wrongfully so, that's me assuming that this is entertaining in the first place. That is me making the absolute assumption that this is entertaining in the first place. I think it is. You might think it is. You might think it's not, but it is what it is. However, let's get back to this couple. I don't trust this couple one bit. All I'm hearing is rationalization. Well, yeah, if something is rational, do it. I'm explaining my rationale behind it because it's a rational decision that I've made and is how I will continue to run this stream. This is the kind of couple that invites you to an Ethiopian restaurant. Oh, it's so delicious. You should try the whatever.
Oh no, we were together for almost 3 years actually. Oh no, yeah, we broke up about 4 years ago.
We're not together.
Well, are you guys together?
No, we're not together. Of course.
Wait, why
not.
the f are you here? What are we talking about?
Well, I mean,
what is going on? Why do I have
financially entangled? We're financially entangled.
Oh shit. Okay. But wait, why are you funding this weed and while he just plays video games? Do you guys live together?
No, we don't live together. I live with my
Wait, what the f is happening? What? Who do you live with?
I rent a shack from my buddy. He's got like
I rent a shack from my buddy.
You're such a.
I got a cop story. He just prompted me. He rents a shack from his buddy. So when I was working up north, DT probably knows this as well. I would routinely, I'd always go to the different gas stations between Sheetz, Wawa. I'd go to Circle K, Valero. I'd try to go to all the gas stations when I was working midnight shift. And I would try to make sure that I talked to the employees, the store managers, the clerks, everybody. Yeah, DT, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So one night, actually the previous night, I think it might have been a weekend or something. The previous night I had gone to one of the local gas stations, I won't say which one, and talked to everybody there. Hey, hope everybody's having a great night, blah, blah, blah. You know, not realizing that one of the employees, he has a 2-hour walk. It's a 2-hour walk. It might have been more than that. He didn't have a bike. He walks from where he works to go home. And where his home is, it's a small, I think it was a double wide trailer. That wasn't his home. His home was behind it. His home was a small shed in the backyard. Dude literally lived in a shed. He ran power out there. He had a TV. He had a bed. It was bare bones. It was pretty disgusting. So we get a call one afternoon. It was pretty early in the shift that someone has been shot and killed. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go lights and siren to that. So we go lights and siren. It had a toilet and a shower next to each other. It was like that's like a camper, a mobile home. So we get there, and I remember there was one of my buddies showed up with me. I won't say who. DT, you probably know. It was an evening shift guy. And we get to this residence, and we go in and thinking, okay, someone's been shot. The roommate is in the front yard. We're gonna clear the house. I will say there's nothing more terrifying than going into a house where someone may or may not have been shot, but the shooter is still at large. So we go and we clear this house. Nobody. We find nothing in this house. We clear it. We do our secondary, and the units that showed up after us, I guess the roommate was like, oh, he lives in the shed out back. They go out to clear the shed. The guy is out there. This young man was back there with a bullet wound in his head. The room was so messy. The shack was so messy. The gun wasn't initially located, so it appeared to be a homicide. Later, we find out that because this young man lived such a rough life and had to walk over 2 hours from work just to maintain this little shed, he said, you know what, I'm out. And he decided to take matters into his own hand. And the living conditions, the fact that people can rent out a shed and say these are good living conditions. Yeah, this is good for you to pay a few $100s a month. It is wild to me. Wild. Excuse me. The house backed up to a grassy knoll. Not quite. So that's my cop story for people who live in sheds.
And I rent.
Well, I'm glad you escaped this, because what the... I don't understand why you're still funding his weed and gaming.
Well, I mean...
Oh, you pay his rent, too. Oh,
wow.
What is happening?
That dude is a bum.
$705.05 with a minimum monthly payment of $75 in your past due on Credit One. You're past due. Why
Credit One?
Does he have Credit One?
That's crazy. Let's see. Does the Hammer guy still hate? I don't think he hates veterans. I think he doesn't necessarily have a knowledge. I know Zach was trying to reach out to him on X. Let's see. So I need to get myself a lady and quit working. Don't ever do that. Get yourself a lady and work harder. Get yourself a lady and provide. Simple as that. This is just, it's insane to me. It's insane. How is this dude gonna go on a show or on a channel that has millions of views, and he lives in a shed that his ex-girlfriend pays for? How does someone like this game? How does someone, I worked my butt off for that MacBook Pro. That's still my main editing computer, or was my main editing computer. That was a business expense. I could not game on that. When I started looking at PCs, I could not afford a PC. How does this person, now granted he might have an Xbox or a PlayStation, which is a little more attainable, but good Lord. She's paying for your weed, your gaming, your shack, your shed that you're renting. What are you doing, bro? You can get a job at a gas station and make $12 an hour right here in Virginia today. Actually, I think it's bumped up to 15. Certain gas stations, I won't say who because we're not advertising, you can make $15 an hour. And this guy has his ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend agrees to it? Where's this woman's father? Where is this woman's father? Where is the positive male influence in her life that says, hey, don't settle for a bum? Where is it? And Caleb, of course, he's gonna church it up. He's very funny. He's very funny, very witty with how he roasts these people. But even that, like, I would have no words. If I'm sitting in front of them, I'm gonna tell them to leave. Please leave. Please leave.
You don't have a Credit One card now.
Who has Credit One?
My sister has a Credit One.
That must have been mine.
What are you talking about?
Must have been. This is? You're behind.
Yeah, I do have.
Girl, he has a max out credit card.
No,
you don't even know?
You don't have credit. How do you have a credit card?
That was from a couple years ago when I was an electrician.
Nope. This was actually a month ago, 2 months ago.
Well, the statement?
Yep. Of which it's only behind one payment.
Caught in a lie.
There's a late fee.
My dad was like, you got to build credit.
You haven't talked to your
dad. Oh, it is his credit card, and you didn't know about it, I'm being told. Bro, see, this is what you're allowing.
I must agree I am an enabler, but I mean...
Yes, you're an enabler.
I'm an empath. Sometimes I enable bums to siphon my credit, to absolutely destroy my credit score. He's an electrician. I don't know if he was an apprentice or if he was a journeyman. I don't know what he was doing, but If you're in the electrician pipeline, you can make money. You just have to do the work. This guy doesn't seem like the kind of guy that wants to do the work, but she loves him because she's going to pay for her. Listen, it just, oh my gosh. I have daughters, and honestly, the Bible says train up a child in the way they should go. When they are old, they will not part. I am training up my children in the way they should go. This is unacceptable.
He's trying. He absolutely tries. I mean, he goes to interviews. I mean,
after you put an application.
My 41-year-old brother still lives at home, and mom pays his car payment, games, and his Xbox Live. Oh, Ninja, you need to go to that house and beat your brother up. At 41, I used to make fun of people who not gamed, but gamed irresponsibly. So we'll paint the picture. Today, my oldest kid had to work. My wife had to run some errands. She says, hey, because it's our oldest kid's last day of work, I'm going to stop at the Korean restaurant and get some food. Let me know what you would like, and then let me know what our middle kid would like, because the middle kid was home. And I said, hey, text your mom. You know what happened? She went out and got food, and she came home, and as a family, we all ate dinner together. Now, that doesn't happen often in our home because everybody's got different schedules. There's different places to be. But I am a very present dad in my daughter's lives. And if I witnessed this, if I witnessed a fraction of this, I would be absolutely heartbroken in my daughter's decision. I would be absolutely heartbroken. Multimeter, out and go to work. Hush. Trying is a lie. Do or do not. That's true. That is true. Yeah, his daughter. His daughter. That's a he now. Oh gosh. Ninja, we're gonna pray for you. Let's pray for Ninja real quick. Lord God, bless Ninja. Help his family. In your mighty name, amen. I wouldn't even, dude, your poor mom. Gosh, that's sad. You want to do that before war? Should I do it, chat? 42 without a waiver, please. I can't. Just knowing that you're already in your 40s, you're already set in your ways, dude. You thought you were surrounded by idiots when you worked at that last company that you worked for. Some of the dumbest and most entertaining people I've ever met in my life. Well, never mind. All right, we'll talk later. Can get ready. You'll salute me. I might have to, and I wouldn't be upset about it. Oh, Buzzkill just followed. Shout out to Buzzkill. I think that's Buzz. Shout out to Buzz. You know what, Buzz? You're gonna get a hug. Now, normally someone has to sub. He's not in the chat. He's lurking in the chat. But normally, Buzz, what I do when someone's new to the channel, when someone's new in the chat, when someone subscribes or follows, well, when someone subs, I give them a hug. You're getting a hug. He's lurking. Yeah, lurking means that you're watching, but you're not participating in the chat. It's what us young folks do. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for my friend Buzz. I love the fact that he's here. I think it's great. I know that he couldn't do this on his old phone. I know that wouldn't be a thing, but he's here now. Well, I've had conversations with my mom, but she says it's okay. Well, if your mom allows it to happen, then you kind of just got to let it happen.
How much effort do you think he's putting in these interviews if he can't even put in applications? Come on, be honest.
I do.
Are you dating someone yet?
Yes.
What does that guy think about you being here with your ex that you can't stop giving money to? What the
Yeah, so she's got a new boyfriend, and that new boyfriend is sitting in the chair in the corner.
He knows the full extent of it.
What? Really? How long have you been with this guy?
3.5 years.
They're both stupid. Oh my gosh, these people vote. And this is why DHS is shut down right now. They're both stupid. Told you, dude. I don't even want to think about that. Look at me not closing tabs. Let's click on another one. We make bad decisions when it comes to men. They try to fix us. My wife made a phenomenal decision.
Camera, do not touch his camera. How many of the signatures that you guys gather are paid for with cigarettes? So where are you going, man? Frank is your name? We want to know. So you've been in this country, you told me, for 2 years, and this is what, hey, do not touch me. Don't get too close to me.
Exposing fraud.
In California, potential laws
my
can be put on the
gosh.
ballot through something called a ballot petition. campaigns hire petition circulators to go out and collect signatures from registered voters. If they collect enough signatures, that law gets placed on the ballot for everyone to vote on. Under California law, it is illegal to give anyone money or something of value in exchange for their signature. Here in Los Angeles, we uncovered a massive...
It's fraud. We saw it yesterday. They're giving, what was it? They were giving out USA Gold cigarettes for hey, sign right here. Hey, but that's not my information. It doesn't matter. You can still sign. I'll give you a 1 USA Gold cigarette. I will hug you and eat all the cookies. Buzz, he says that I ate more cookies than you. I'll accept your hug, not King's. You accept my hug, sir. You accept my... Listen, Snow Ox. I know Snow Ox is he's not really a people person. Vote for Paul Mall. But you accept my hug, sir. You let that... Buzz said, you a big back? Oh my gosh. Listen, Buzz's first day in the chat and I'm getting roasted. That large, muscular... long... All right, no inside jokes. No inside jokes in the chat. I did see... Never mind, we didn't make him a VIP. Snow, can you make him a VIP? Make him a VIP.
Scandal surrounding these petitions. Over the course of our investigation, we
real
exposed that many of the signatures used to put new laws on the ballot may have been gathered fraudulently.
All you got to do is just say money for a signature. Money for a signature. You can lie. Say this is to build more homeless shelters.
Oh, just make up some bullshit. Yeah. With so many ballot petition circulators blatantly violating the law in broad daylight, we wanted to know who are...
So here's what I want to know. What ballots are behind this? What political leaders are behind this? Because obviously there's someone who set it up. There's someone. That snake has a head. So who is it? And what agenda? What ballots are they? What are they trying to get signed? It just... There's so much. They've got a supermajority.
Who are these people working for? We discovered that there are numerous independent companies doing petition circulation work across the city of Los Angeles. We were able to get a job interview with an LA-based company called Urban Signers. What we uncovered connects this scandal to something far larger than we expected.
Yes, hi.
Okay, hi.
Urban Signers?
Yes.
Are you Priscilla?
I'm Priscilla.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That rhymes with Gavin Newsom.
Meet Frank Tessimo, founder and CEO of Urban Signers. Tessimo previously led a Swiss signature collection firm called Incop. In 2024, Swiss media reported allegations that Incop submitted large numbers of invalid or allegedly forged signatures for nationwide ballot initiatives.
Because why not?
Criminal complaints were filed in connection with Incop and Tessimo personally. Months later, Tessimo launched Urban Signers LLC in Los Angeles.
Okay. Hey, how are you, sir? Anthony.
Fine. And you?
Anthony.
Okay.
Good to see you.
And you?
Charge them. It's blatant fraud. Charge them. Seems easy enough, right? Well, it's not happening. It's not happening. Snow, you got to get your state, man. Snow, do they even ask your name when voting in California to match with the registry? That's a good question. That is a good question. That is an excellent question. But I would assume, no. You just show up and vote. Gosh.
Hey, I'm curious, where are you guys from? I see it's in French.
I'm Ghanaian.
Oh, you're from Ghana?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Are you American citizens?
No.
They're not even
citizens?
No.
They're not even, oh my gosh, they're not even citizens. This is what we call election interference. This is election interference. Non-citizens who are incorporating thousands of signatures for government policies, for ballots, for House bills. Now I want to know more about what they're getting signatures for. What do these signatures equate to? Because there's money to be made here. And I ain't trying to make the money, but I'm trying to, let's hold these people accountable.
Oh, wow. How long you been in the United States?
Maybe 2 years. 2 years.
2 years here? And before you're in Ghana?
No.
He's not Ghanaian. Okay, so basically all these petitions, the people behind them, or the campaigns, they are trying to get them on the ballots. People are going to vote for or against. If you vote for it, it becomes a law in California, all of these. So
it's illegal to ask for ID to vote in California.
I guess on the ballots.
Well,
oh my gosh, Cali's cooked. Every time I think California's cooked, I see something like this. And then I think about where Virginia is headed. And then I think about where Virginia is headed. Hello, just got here. I like money. What's up, Dazed Logic? Listen, I do see you pop up on X, and I appreciate you being present on X, but also consuming this content on YouTube live, because I don't often stream on YouTube. But when I do, well, you're here. So thank you for that. Let's see, no joke. Racism. Land in Texas can be had, twin. Dude, we can't go to Texas. Let's see, Hassan.
Incredible. It's truly one of my favorite places officially. I totally understand why Will was saying that about Cuba.
Wait, we did see this one last night. Fun island mindset. He's talking about Cuba. Cuba, the nation that was absolutely destroyed by communism. They have rolling blackouts every day, no electricity, but it's such a fun island mindset. It's so great to travel here.
The people's resilience is remarkable. There's like rolling blackouts that take place throughout the day, every day, all around the country, right?
But blackouts are
11
cool.
million people. But today's a beautiful day out here. It's like 75 degrees, sunny. People are partying.
Imagine trying to justify communism from a place that was destroyed by communism. Oh my gosh. You talk about the government having to protect the hotel. No, but I did mention that there's only certain prescribed hotels where U.S. persons can stay in Cuba. There's only certain places where they can stay, and I'm assuming that the security is a part of it. And actually have committed a felony by staying at that hotel. Get this guy out of here. The amount of Californians that are moving to Utah is absurd. They will vote the same way. It's crazy to me. Hey, I really like that house next door. I think I'll move into it and destroy it, much in the way that I destroyed my own house. I really like that house next door. Let's go over there and tear it down. Let's shoot a cannonball through the kitchen. Let's go over there. Let's take, you know, that drywall, you know, the doors that we have. Let's tear all that down, because I want it to be exactly like this house where I currently live that I just destroyed. I'm going to move there and make it just as terrible, but I'm going to say that I'm making it better. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I like how you think. I don't always comment, but I always see. Well, thank you. Maybe we'll get red pilled. I don't know about the full red pill. I'm not on that side either. Good Lord, man. Some of the red pill stuff is cringe. New Hampshire's being converted from all the mass people moving up there.
People are partying the fucking streets. I don't know if it's like an island mindset. I don't know if that has something to do with it.
It's
I'm
poverty,
sure that
Hassan.
has something to do with it.
It's
but
poverty.
They're just chilling. Like, it's incredible. It's truly.
Jeez. Pink pilled. Not that either. Feed them barbecue and take them shooting. 13 airports expected to receive. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at this, because this might affect us. 13 airports expected to receive ICE agents to assist in operations. These airports include ORD, Illinois, Ohio, Georgia, Texas, New York, Louisiana. Shout out to, is Rusty here? Where's old Rusty? Where's old trusty Rusty? Is he not here? He's probably down there in Vidor living it up. Yeehaw, Vidor, Texas. Let's see. SJU, EWR, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Pennsylvania, and Florida. Okay, well, none of the airports that I'll be traveling through, but we'll see. Hopefully they make it they make it a bigger program, and they take care, because I saw a thing from Hard Pass posted yesterday from Phoenix saying that it took 5 minutes to get through security with ICE facilitating the security line. So hopefully that's the case where I'm going. What is this? What did you put in here? ICE is working diligently to speed that up.
Leave her alone! What the hell are you doing?
I hope you're so fucking proud of yourselves, you fucking assholes. You're on video now, too. Yeah. Shame on you. You fucking un-American pieces of shit. Fuck you.
That does look like AI. I ain't gonna lie, twin. That does look like AI.
Leave her alone! What the hell are you doing?
I hope you're
Who
so
are these
fucking
people?
proud of yourselves, you fucking assholes. You're on video now, too. Yeah.
Was that ICE? That looks like regular citizens. That doesn't there's no insignia, patches, there's nothing. And this guy's got a badge on standing in the background. These are all cops back here. Cops and or security. What is going on?
Fucking, what are you doing? Leave her alone. What the hell are you?
I don't know. I don't know. The jury's out on that one. I don't know. It might be. It could be. Could be real. Could be fake. Anyone confirm this video is real? Oh, another page that doesn't exist. Jeez, Snow. They must see that they get thrown into the Discord and they know what's going to happen next. 4,500 U.S. sailors and Marines are now being deployed to the Middle East, including an infantry battalion landing team backed by helicopters, F-35 fighter jets, and armored... Here we go. Here we go. This looks like Florida. Yep, Orlando. Oh my gosh. So when I went for unsub, I think I stayed in this room right here. I think this was my room. It was either this one or this one. One of these two was the room that I stayed in at the airport. It was really nice. But this is pre-check. We're cooked. I got to make sure I have pre-check on my boarding pass. I have to double check that. Oh, wait. We saw this one last night. We saw this one last night. We're not going to watch it again. Well, we'll watch it again. We'll watch it again.
And the idea that I have to get up here and say that trans women are women and that's what I have to use my time to do is absurd. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. And shame on you for using lesbian politics as a front for your transphobia, because this lesbian has had plenty of girlfriends with penises.
Sure, lady. Sure. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen the Jacob Frey. Or Fry, or however he pronounces it.
Goal here was safety at airports. He could hire out more TSA agents that do an incredible job at keeping our airports safe. If the goal was keeping our streets safe in our cities, he would work with cities around hiring additional police.
Shouldn't everyone's goal, especially a mayor of a large city, a large unsafe city, shouldn't everyone's goal be to keep the area safe, the area in which they live, the area in which they work? Just in general, public safety. Shouldn't they prioritize that? I mean, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But if you don't like Trump, like get past that. Because the whole world doesn't revolve around disdain for one person. You've got taxpayers, me, you, I'm assuming you all pay your taxes. You've got people that have to deal with this nonsense just because the theater kids want to fight. The dorks want to fight, they don't like each other, and they're making it suck for everybody. They're making it suck for everybody, especially this guy, this clown.
Officers and creating the kind of safety infrastructure that we need to keep.
Didn't he never mind. We're not going to go into what he did. We're not going to take a look at what he did. Department of State advises Americans worldwide to exercise increased caution. B, you better be careful. You better be careful. They defunded their police to not have a brain. No, he doesn't have a brain. You better be careful with your international travel. There's a lot going on. This is New Orleans, backed up into the parking lot. Oh my gosh, imagine. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm gonna get to the airport 24 hours before I'm gonna have to pay for an extra day of parking. I'm gonna have to pay for a whole extra day of parking because I can't risk it. Oh, a peanut clip. Here we go.
A can of diesel. Guys, why is everybody's hair colored green and blue? This is a gas station, not a protest.
It must be in California.
That's for paying customers only, buddy. Paying customers only.
Oh my gosh. He is already, so he's starting to catch heat. Let's see, better bring your bedroll. I don't need a bedroll. I'll be fine. I got a Pelican case. But he's already catching heat because they're like, oh, he's a right wing. He's a MAGA streamer. He's not. He's literally just a dude who enjoys playing games and has really good software that he developed to be a peanut. How dare they get so upset and so triggered by a cartoon, by a VTuber? Wait, is he a VTuber? He's a VTuber. There's always the dining car. Oh, I'm not doing it. It'll take forever. 4 things I don't do as a married woman.
do as a married woman. Number 1, I do not cook.
Stop it right there. You don't cook for your husband. She's trolled. We're getting trolled right now. Who's not only going to brag about not cooking for their spouse, but then to get on the internet and say, oh, just so you know, these are things that I don't do. Listen, if my wife didn't cook for me and for my family, I would take an issue with that. Now, if she's tired and she wants me to cook, no problem. I cook all the time. But to get on the internet and say, I do not cook for my husband, she's a satire poster. This better be.
For my husband. I only cook for my children. My husband will be making his own breakfast.
So I'm going to give you guys a quick marriage tip. My ex didn't, and it didn't work. I'm going to give you guys a marriage tip. In marriage, as a husband, for me, I prioritize my wife above any other person on God's green earth. And she is supposed to do the same for me. You're supposed to prioritize your spouse above your kids. But I am the protector and the provider. She also provides in her own special way because she's the nurturer. It wouldn't work any other way. If my wife wasn't the best chef that I know, we'd be struggling. We would be struggling. I probably would have never made that move. My wife made me biscuits and gravy the morning after our first date. Good Lord, man. Jeez, biscuits and gravy? Bro, come on now. Let me get a plate. I don't expect it every night. Yeah, no, I don't expect it every night, but I don't expect her to be like, I'm not cooking for my husband. That's crazy.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Am I wrong?
I do not help him pay any bills. So
moving right along.
if he is short on the rent, on utilities, or anything like that, it is not my problem. I will not be helping him out. His job is to provide for his family, so I am not financially contributing to any of the bills. Number 3, I do not do his laundry.
Now that's one thing. So I do my own laundry. I do my own laundry because I have a lot of clothes. You guys might know this, but the second you get more than 10,000 followers on Instagram, companies will send you shirts. They'll send you all. I have so many things that I just don't wear. So because I tailor my laundry to the things that I like and how I like to wash them. Also, she only ever dries her clothes on medium or low. I dry my clothes on full heat for an hour. I'm a better cook. See, I love my wife, but I'm a better cook, and I'm okay with that. She doesn't. Listen, I'm the same way. I am a better cook than my wife. However, that's only with a handful of things. She's got more range, she's got more versatility, and she can whip something up within minutes. Whereas for me, it takes prep, it takes time. My kids, and I don't think she's watching right now, my kids do like my cooking better than they like hers. And that's okay. And the reason I'm saying it quietly is because nobody says it out loud in this house. Because it's kind of rude to be like, oh, well, I know you both do this thing, but you do it better. That's kind of rude. But guess what? You want to know who cooks more? My wife. You want to know who falls in line after my wife and I? My middle kid. My oldest kid, who's standing right here staring at me right now, she is the baker of the family. You bake the best cakes. The best cakes.
Thanks, Dad.
Muffins. What?
Thank you for saying it quietly, dude.
Oh, yeah. I know. Look, I know. It's out of respect. All right, let's see what else this deranged lady has to say.
My own laundry and my children's laundry to do, so he could do his own. I won't help him put it away. I won't help him fold anything. That's his responsibility. Number 4, he is responsible for replacing any of his essentials like soap, shampoo, anything.
Yeah, that's enough of that. I want to be there when she discovers the term marital property. People don't understand the term marital property. If you live in Virginia, I can't speak for many other states, but if you live in Virginia, and I walk into the house, I've had a bad day at work, and I go right over to the grand piano and I flip it over. That's, even if you brought that into this marriage, that's marital property. That is equally as much mine as it is yours. I got a cop story. One night we get a call to a house. Husband flipped out on something. I can't say definitively. I think he might have discovered some adultery going on in his marriage. And he had just bought the wife a car. He takes a hammer and he goes outside and he is destroying this car. And I pull up and I'm watching it happen. I'm like, oh my gosh, like surely he's gonna stop. The police are here. No. I walk up and said, how you doing, sir? He's like, oh, I'm good. And he's just like going to town, like taking the mirrors off, breaking the windows, dents, tires are all flat. I said, we got a call about someone destroying property. He was like, oh yeah, this is my car. I purchased it. It's in my wife's name, but it's my car. I'm destroying it. And she came out hysterical. Oh my gosh, he can't do that, blah, blah, blah. I said, ma'am, do you own the car? She says, my name is on the car, blah, 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 this and that. I said, okay, but you're married to him? She says, yes. I said, okay, this is marital property. This property is equally yours as it is his. And you're on your land, you're in your driveway. There's at this point, and I never say that there's nothing I can do about it. I got rid of that years ago. I never say that. I say at this point, there's no further action that I can take. I said, sir, keep the noise down. It's marital property. It's marital property. Your money is my money. My money's my wife's money. And her money's my money. So, but I don't really spend anything.
On X, like me, I'm super happy for you. You have a life. But you might have missed that the Trump administration redacted CIA documents from the Biden administration where they identified motherhood and homemaking as indicators of white, racially, and ethnically motivated violent extremism.
Mrs. Farmer Joe, if you're in here, white extremism, motherhood and homemaking, white extremism, just so you know.
Or REMV. Yes, an intelligence assessment from October 6, 2021 says, we assess that female members have been emerging as key players of the traditional white, racially, and ethnically motivated violent extremism movement, taking on diverse roles to advance REMV goals, including the white REMV view of traditional motherhood, and successfully participating in newer roles in propaganda and recruitment. Women have been targets of foreign white REMV recruitment campaigns, probably because white REMV women have proven to be proficient at migrating fringe extremist narratives into mainstream discourse and drawing other women into the movement. A movement. Motherhood's a movement. Women can't openly speak about the joys of motherhood without being called an extremist.
A violent
extremist.
extremist.
They don't just hate women. They hate white women specifically because white REMV and their sympathizers have claimed in online posts that it is essential for white families to have as many biological children as possible to counter the rising birth rates among non-white populations. White REMVs allege.
Wow. What a time to be alive. At least he wasn't hitting her. That's true. At least he wasn't hitting his wife. This is making me angry. This actually is, it's weird. It's weird. But everything is nationalism. It's white Christian nationalism. It's a tough time to be a Christian in this nation. It is a tough time to be a Christian. And God forbid you want to be a woman who is a homemaker or takes care of your family. Let's see what we got going on. I think what I'm going to do, how far along are we? We still got a little ways to go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to end the YouTube stream. So for those of you consuming this on YouTube, hop on over to Twitch, hop on over to Kick. That is where we will be primarily. And I think I'm going to switch gears. And we're going to run some Battlefield 6. So for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Best way to support the channel, head over to kingpixmedia.com. Click the merch drop down. I've got everything from discounts to more discounts. I've got discounts and more discounts. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Twitch, let's keep it rolling. All right, now that the